So, members of the committee, when I look at this thing and the story, even after appearing before this committee and explaining myself, volunteering information, and you remember yesterday, the mover of the motion who is here, and the audacity to tell me, ukiachwa, achika. You know what that means, niachwe, niachike, but that should show you, Chair, and members of this committee, that this matter has not been that easy. I am not following up on anything, but the question I'm asking myself, or any other man here, or any other good link here, because today people have relationships. They may not work. To what extent can you completely push them? If the courts have determined these matters that are being canvassed here, or in support of this motion, the rulings and judgments are in my favor. And considering the nature of these cases, the evidence, some of them getting this type of evidence, must tell you, you really need to be close to someone who knows about these cases, so that it becomes easy for you to look for any relevant material that can support you. So what I am saying, Chair, is that it is unfortunate, but because these issues have been raised here, I have to really mention them. It will not be my wish, because maybe probably my children are watching the father there. And it's a very trying moment. And some things we leave to God, because there's nothing much we can do, but when we are faced with such situations, and because we must also clear ourselves, we must speak on these matters. So that is what, and I really respectfully support women. I am one because I have daughters. My mother herself, I think my mother is a woman who prays for me every time. I may not be a person who goes to church every time, but I think the strength that I have to face such situations are prayers from my mother. Were it not for my mother, I would not be here where I am. I have no reason to disrespect women. And probably those women that have interacted with me properly without really taking advantage of me, know the kind of a person who I am. Because I have never disrespected women. I really love women because I know this country can't be what it is without women. I am a believer in the empowerment of women at a personal level.
Now, Honorable Linturi, just so that we make progress, because it's easy to get stuck on this matter, tell the committee how it felt to be accused on TV headlines, newspaper headlines, falsely as a rapist. Just a brief answer. How did they feel as a father, as an honorable member of parliament, to be subjected to TV, camera screens, newspaper headlines that you are a rapist?
Chair, there cannot be any other embarrassing situation like finding yourself on TV.
Honorable CS, Senior Counsel, have a point of order? Or?
Well, my lady, you have to guide us. The committee has to guide us to what extent we can be involved in matters of relationship of the cabinet secretary with a specific woman or with women.
Your Honor, it is my case. I told you yesterday, I have really refrained from engaging my senior on these interjections. It is my case. If the way I do it doesn't persuade the tribunal if I'm delving on irrelevancies. It is my risk. He's a learned counsel, very eminent learned counsel. He knows, and he knows what he's doing is not right. Let me be protected to prosecute my case. If I fail, I have previously failed in many other cases. This will just be enough.
Thank you, Counsel. Senior Counsel, you know very well that the CS it is quite clear that under allegation number 2, I believe, Honorable Wamboka brought out that under his motion. And so when they are covering that, it is, I think, in response to that. Again, you will get your time to re-examine, the cross-examine. So just wait for your time to come so that you can prosecute the matter further. But for the time being, let us progress so that we don't interfere. Thank you.
And Honorable Linturi, let's keep the answers brief because, like I said yesterday, Chair, I appreciate the difficulties of navigating this area. Honorable Linturi, how did they fail to be accused for 5 years non-stop of being a fraudster and a man who forges documents, obtains credit using stolen title deeds, and all the other things listed in Ground 2?
The Chairman, it's not the space that you would want to find yourself in, but it really takes you when you are accused of such. So the lowest levels in society. Chairman, and I say this because, just like I mentioned, we have children. We teach our children. We discuss sexuality. This is an era where there are diseases all over. And anybody that would imagine that they will do such things is someone that would have wished you death.
You've mentioned diseases, Honorable Linturi. Please tell the committee how it felt to be portrayed for 5 years in a state-sponsored campaign in the media as a man who passes around venereal diseases. So those were some of the issues in these cases.
And just like I said, it feels very, very bad. It is really, really painful.
How did it feel, Honorable Linturi, to be portrayed on newspapers, on TV stations, on radios for 5 years as a man walking around with fake academic papers?
I also want to say it is very, very bad. It is wrong for anybody to do that. But I am really to ask for prayers and God's intervention to give me the energy and the courage to shut down. Otherwise, and I also thank God and the prayers, because I never, and the slightest of attack of pressure or any other kind of disease, because that would have brought me down.
How did they feel, Linturi, for 5 years? Every possible opportunity on TV, on newspaper, whatever forum, being portrayed as a serial womanizer.
Of course, it feels bad.
Just for the record, Honorable Linturi, because we don't want to be seen to be trying to extract undeserved sympathy, between you and the mover of this motion, who has introduced these love and affection cases to this committee? You have to answer on the mic. Between you and the mover of the motion, who has brought these issues of love and affection to the committee? Is it you or is it the mover?
It is the mover.
Honorable Linturi is still back on that campaign. You told this committee that various judges and magistrates ruled in your favor in all of those allegations. Correct or incorrect?
It's correct. They ruled in my favor.
So my question, sir, did you see the media cover your vindication by various judges and magistrates with the same level of excitement and exaggeration they had used to cover the allegation?
I want to say no, and there's even a testimony into these papers of what transpired yesterday.
Honorable Linturi, while this motion was going on, the motion we are in, have you been subjected to any negative media publicity?
Quite a lot.
I request at this time, Chair, we play video, I believe number what, Mawiro? It must be number 3. The one, the bulletin by Citizen.
Waziri wa Kilimo amefika Linturi kwa sasa anahojiwa katika makao makuu ya DStv kuhusiana na sakata ya mbolea ghushi. Linturi kwa sasa anaandikisha taarifa huku bunge likijadili hoja ya kumbadua kutoka mamlakani. Mwandishi wetu Sefa Ulale yuko katika sehemu hiyo na sasa